in derision and that he is going to laugh.
I don't hear this shit. We're doing a project for philosophy.
Bro.
It's a philosophy. Think of a time where someone might have said something offensive towards LGBTQ people, like saying, oh, that's so gay, or like saying the F word, or...
I have many friends who are in the LGBTQ plus community, and oftentimes they are bullied, unfortunately. So, of course, the terms come up a lot, like they call the F word, or that's so gay, or they just say tranny, or things. People do not realize that their actions and what they say have consequences. Some of my friends who are in this community, and they've developed PTSD because of these events, because of how traumatic the bullying and the hatred can be.
A big thing that happens a lot is that people kind of deny the existence of LGBT people. Like, I've been told, like, they, them pronouns aren't really used for, like, individual people, and, like, non-binary people don't exist, and I'm like, I'm here, bitch. Like,
one of my gay friends, he was more a target of frustration on the part of one of my friends. He did use certain word that I'm not going to repeat now because of his frustration.
did you keep the peace and not speak up, or did you respect your boundaries and spoke up?
I kept the peace.
Beyond his normal, like, passive kind of aggressive and more directly aggressive, so I did say something to him like, hey, like, yeah, not cool. I said how I felt about that specific instance.
I say I respected boundaries. If you really care about the person, you stand up for them when someone is being mean to them.
I don't usually confront people. I'm more about, like, trying to get them to understand what's going on rather than trying to get them to, like, just stop everything.
If you go back in time, would you change your decision? So, are you okay with the decision you made?
I mean,
say something?
I'm still friends with him today, and he's not homophobic by any stretch of the word. But, like, I made my decision then, and I wouldn't have changed it.
I stand by what I believe in because I always go with what's right. Like, you can be my best friend in the world, but if you make a wrong decision, in my opinion, I'm gonna call you out on it. I don't care who you are, but if you make the right decision, that's what matters to me.
All right, thank you.
I should have spoke up and said something because it was messed up not to. Encouraging that type of stuff isn't good because my friends think it's okay to say that, but it's not.
A lot of the time I wish that it, like, when I first met them, I would have, like, talked to them about it. But, like, sometimes it's just, like, you don't really want to explain your existence to everyone that, like, you meet. I don't use, like, my birth name or anything. People, like, freak out, and I just don't want to have to go through the whole, yeah, no, I don't use my birth name kind of, like, talk.
What could one do to be an ally, in your opinion?
In a general sense,
Yes.
like, kind of just respecting the way people are, and just having a general acceptance for that.
When people use, like, maybe slurs against, like, the LGBTQ community, you should speak up. Be like, hey, that's not right. Boom.
There's always going to be people who are against you because in life you can't please everybody. And that just goes for anyone in general. Like, you can be the nicest person in the world and you're still gonna have people who hate you. You can't control that. So I say as long as you respect the person's sexual identity and pronouns and how they identify overall as a person, then that's really important.
Don't out anyone if someone tells you something in confidence, especially when it comes to, like, sexuality and stuff. You don't really have a reason to spread it around, so kind of don't.
I don't think anything should be forced upon anyone, like, in either direction. I think if we can all just respect each other and, like, not force anything onto each other, then we can all live together while being ourselves. And I think that's kind of, like, the ideal place to be in terms of society.
This is World Pride DFC.